Welcome to the Money Realm. It is your girl Finance Muslima. Hey besties, how are you? It is Money Monday. This is our weekly live Q&A. I am super excited. It is second quarter officially, guys. We are in 2023. So you know my motto, we do not chase money, we focus on impact. We do not chase money, we focus on impact. What's up? Let's drop in the comments and let me know how y'all feeling. Let's do a mental health check-in before I dive into all of this good information I want to talk about tonight. Because again, I do this for you. So let me know how you feeling. Before I give you some really great gems tonight, I hope you have your notebook and pen. Mental health check-in, always ask first. Drop in the comments some money bags. Let us know when you're okay. Let us know what city you're in. If you're good, say I'm making it, girl. I'm making it. It's the top of the week. We don't want to hear no complaining. All positive vibes. If you need help, just say, girl, I'm trying to push through, right? We all are in this together. I am not having a great day myself. Not saying that it's a bad day, but it is a very long, dreary day, right? So I'm getting it together myself as well. But we're not going to lack slack on commitment. Made a commitment, so we got to show up. I'm showing up, keeping my end of the bargain, so everybody has to keep their commitment. Accountability is super important, okay? I'm all of you guys' accountability partner. Let me know. Drop the goal, and I'm going to definitely be your accountability partner. So it is 4/3/2023. So we are in starting second quarter. So you guys should have already did your weekly budgets from yesterday, Self Care Sunday. You should have wrote out your weekly goals, wrote out your budget for the week. You should know your schedule for the week. You should know your plans for the week, what you're doing, what you're not doing, and so forth. But far as when it comes to really creating those longevity goals and really putting action behind what it is that you want to do is very, very important. I know that a lot of times we talked about this before. We talked about the goal of home ownership, right? I'm always going to talk about women home ownership. And a lot of us think that it's so far fetched to do, or we get frustrated. We don't really know the process. We don't have anyone holding our hand, and it's new, so we shy away from it. Don't shy away from it. So, to make it easier on self, don't be so hard on yourself and really say, hey, look, I've never done this before. I'm really going to need somebody to help me through this. And that's okay. Be okay with that. But I feel like the main piece that a lot of you guys are missing is to actually write the steps down and exactly what it takes to hit that big goal. So I really want you to focus on writing out the action steps that it takes to hit the big goal, because I'm telling you, that's where the magic is made. That's where you're going to really start to see some light once you start getting things done and checked off. Like, okay, I'm getting closer to this home ownership goal now. I really could feel it. I really could see it. It's starting to come to light. But imagine you don't write any steps down. You don't know the process. You're frustrated. You're not financially educated. You have nothing to go by except YouTube or what other people say they're doing. And you're trying all of these things and nothing works. You're super frustrated. So people tend to lack on their dreams and goals due to lack of education and lack of support. I don't want that to be you. So what I want you to focus on, what is the big picture, the reasoning why you can't really think a little bit more open-minded to be able to lay these things out. And the number one answer is going to be is really knowing and understanding what your money story is. What is your money story? Now, for those of you who have a mindset and money planner, you know this journey was documented through my rock bottom year 2015. Those of you who have this journal know that my money story is laid out in the inside cover. I literally laid out my money story. And then on the fourth page, I have room for you to write your money story, right? Define your own money story and write it below. Like those of you who have this mindset and money planner and you actually took the time to write out your money story, drop it in the comments and let me know who really wrote out their money story, because this is not an easy thing to do. It is not was not easy for me almost 3 years ago now to put this book out, like, and for everybody around the world, people to really know my money story. That's a super sensitive topic. Like I put it out for the world and my story changed lives. It's helping you all because it's relatable. People, women are reading it like, hey, I was going through the same thing, or this is so relatable, or oh my God, like, and it's giving them the inspiration and courage to really write their money story and dive into this planner and really use it. So I want to talk about this tonight because I want a lot, I feel that if you guys written out and knew your money story, you can figure out why your process is going, your journey is going the way it's going. You'll know a lot of, you'll start to understand a lot of things once you figure out your money story, right? So these are the questions I want. If you don't have a mindset and money journal, I'll drop the link. You definitely need to make sure you purchase one. They're back on sale now until sold out again. And if you don't know, they go really quick. I see that a couple of you have purchased one already. I'll drop the link and make sure you order one. Um, if you don't have the mindset and money planner, let's just write these questions down. And I want you to take time for yourself tonight. Answer these questions really from a truthful place. Because what we're working on is living our truth, the importance of living your truth. How do I know what my truth is? Like, I have so many things in my mind of what my truth is, but what really is my truth? Have I written it down? What is my really whole truth? This is the first question. What are you saying about your money? Write that down. What are you saying about your money? Number two, how do you feel about your money? How do you feel about your money? Number three, what do you believe about money? Number three, what do you believe about money? Number four, how do you use money? Number five, what do you tell yourself about money? What do you tell yourself about money? These are five really great questions. When you answer these questions, it'll give you the answer to your money story. Now, I'm going to give you a little piece of what my money story was because I want you to be able to grasp this thing and really understand where I'm coming from so that you need to know that if you don't know your money story, it's going to be hard for you to find your focal point of where you need to shift and unlearn in order for me to help you as a coach to elevate, right? My money story was growing up in the inner city, Philadelphia, poverty, not so good communities, didn't have money conversation at home, really couldn't be vulnerable or emotional as a woman. My godmom was really tough, and I just saw her make it do what it do, right? My grandmothers, everybody, I just see them making it do what it do. Never really was shown or told like, hey, this is that. But we know that they get the bills paid. A lot wasn't talked about openly in households coming up for me. Um, so I held a lot of things in because I didn't feel comfortable, or my godmom was so tough on me, like not having those, not being able to be a girly girl or whine and complain. I was big on journaling. That's what I would do, write to really share my feelings for the day, or the reason my mom wasn't in my life, and dealing with abandonment issues, and oh, where's my dad? All these things. I started to journal. So that was my outlet of dealing with what I was dealing with. So um, the whole thing of, I went to school, all of that. Yes, go to school. I didn't go to college. Far as like having my first job at McDonald's, all these things, and me really seeing like, we came up in a poverty community, but we didn't miss a meal, or we wasn't like, living real crazy or nothing like that. But I just felt like, I don't know. I just felt like I didn't like those McDonald's checks, even though you're real young, you're a teenager. To you, it's a lot of money. But I just always had this. I don't know. I just had some other type of fire in me where I felt like it was something else I was supposed to be doing. Um, so knowing what your history and what those childhood pre-programmed mindsets and what people tell you about money. Some people are told like, well, money is the root of all evil, and you don't need all that money. Just make sure you got enough to pay your bills. Like that never was told to me, but I know that those are a lot of things that are being told to people. Um, Maybe it's the older generation, your grandparents or your parents, they get to a point where they feel like long as they can have enough to pay their bills, they're fine with that. And that's okay. Because look, the older we get, the harder it is to unlearn. They're at an age where it's you 40, 50, 60 years old, it's harder for you to change. It's harder for you to grasp a different mindset. So it's no way I'm going to go back and forth with my dad and explain to him nothing about AI, or say like, oh, teaching him different things. Like he's okay with what he has and where he is, and we have to accept that. But I say that we as a whole take this and look at it like, hey, if I don't adjust or become more open minded, I'm going to be just like my parents, my grandparents, my neighbors, whoever the case may be, my aunties, whoever it may be. You look at it like, hey, I want to be just like that when I turn 50. If I don't shift this money mindset right now, shifting your money mindset and not being stuck is when you that age and you don't want to envision yourself like that with so many people that's around you. Just look at what they're doing and how they live. If you don't want to be that person, what you have to do is face your truth. You have to live and walk in your truth. In order for you to live and walk in your truth, you have to write out and know your money story. What was I told about money? How do I talk about it? Am I always saying like, oh, I'm broke, or oh girl, I ain't gonna be able to afford it? Like, be very, very careful of the tongue. Be very careful of the tongue, right? So, in order for you to not go down that road, we have to understand how important, like, it may be hurtful for some people. It's going to be a challenge, but you have to get in front of your truth. So, I highly challenge you tonight. Write these questions down. I'll drop them for you in the comments as well. And I want you to really write out your money story. We're in the second quarter of 2023. So even though you're writing out weekly goals and you have your stuff planned, a lot of us are not really planning down to the T and being very, very, very specific and clear because we don't know our money story. So we're just shooting through a surface, which is not good. You got to get really, really clear on where it is, what it is you want, where you're going, and what that looks like. All right. So I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. I hope this helped you guys out tonight. Make sure you drop all your questions in the comments and I will answer them for you. Have an amazing night.